What's up, y'all? It's your girl Shay Renee, and we are back to talk about Vanderpump Rules season 11, I believe, episode 4. And can I tell you something? Uh, I'm sick of Ariana. I really am. Like, girl, you are not the first nor the last woman to ever get cheated on. But let's just get on into it, shall we?
Can't ball in a life, man. Go on with it, go on with it. To us, yeah. So we are coming here with a force, yeah. Blessings we are reaping, we coursing on full. But we not rise on board. Yeah, we give thanks like we need it the most. We have to give thanks like we really supposed to be thankful. Blessings all from the life, man. But thank God for the journey, that's to the plus. Yeah. Gratitude is a must. Yeah. Blessings all from our right hand. But I toast to the friends that they love to be Lord one time. Sit down in a class and we pour that only see the road and the one in the road.
Looking for ways to improve your health? Look no further. Visit www.shayreneeonline, where we provide healing beyond the prescription pad. We have hand-blended teas and herbs that are going to provide you with ultimate immune health, cold-pressed juices, as well as sea moss gels that are going to provide you with your daily vitamins and nutrients in just 2 tablespoons. Shop www.shayrenee.net and receive free shipping on all orders over $75. Don't wait, because a healthy life is ahead. All right, y'all. We are certainly on the late night creep. What's up, somebody's mama? All 1976. Okay. LOL. You must be laughing at what I done said when I opened this video up. And she ain't. And she not going. She might get cheated on again now. Who knows? But anyway, moving on. The episode starts off where Sheena don't want nobody watching her kid, and poor little James and spent $2,000 just to have a daggone cookout. I'm like, sir, what the hell did you buy that cost $2,000 for a cookout? But I guess he did just move into the house, so he has to get all new stuff, like all the little toys to go in the pool and whatnot. Maybe buy a grill. You like it, I love it, James. Okay, moving on. Katie and Ariana are at Tom and Ariana's house. Okay, and they're talking about. First of all, it's pictures of them still around the house. It's a big ass picture of them in front of Ariana's room. Mind you, her room junky as hell. Tom's room is clean, but her room is junky. Like, girl, don't you got a cleaning service or something that can help you organize your space? Like, that house is huge, but your room is trash. But that's another story. So moving on, Tom is outside and on, sitting at the kitchen table because, they don't want to see each other. She ain't seen him. They don't run into each other. He paying a whole assistant to make sure that they talk to each other through the assistant. That's, first of all, that's team too damn much. I'm not doing that. Somebody got to move out. Okay. It is what it is. And everybody keep on saying, well, you got to understand. On TikTok, I had posted the video. People are like, well, you got to understand that this was just 3 months after the cheating scandal. I don't give a fuck. Move out, bitch. Okay. Obviously, you're not able to pay this mortgage by yourself. Now you just being vindictive. And my thing is, I am not discounting the fact that this girl got cheated on. Please believe that. I do not want it to feel like I am being insensitive. But at the same damn time, this ain't nothing like life-threatening that has happened to you. Okay? People get cheated on all the time. You just happen to get cheated on TV. It's tough. It's very, very tough. But you got to get rough and tough in your Afro puffs and get the hell on. You got to move out. If you can't afford this house by yourself, get out of there. And I would want to be as far away from him as possible. I wouldn't give a damn if he brought that girl in the house, because I don't give a shit about what you doing is when you ain't with me. Who cares? Who freaking cares? Move on. Okay? Move on. That's just, child, moving on. Okay? So they get to talking about They went to some event. I guess I forgot what restaurant they went to. It wasn't Tom Tom's, but it was some event that they went to. And Ariana took a lift back to her house. And the driver was like, I know you and your husband, right? You guys were arguing. And she says, Lord, this was the daggone Uber driver that brought us home the night that I found out this fool was cheating on me. So I guess she's triggered from that conversation. Then they go into talking about the trip to Lake Tahoe. So Tom Schwartz is going to be hosting a trip to Lake Tahoe. And Katie is like, yeah, I'm not trying to go to Tahoe. We got stuff to do for this restaurant to be opened. And I'm not really trying to be hanging out with Tom or whatever. And there's that. So Ariana says, I'm definitely not hanging out with Schwartz. And she says, I don't want to go on Tom's trip. So, it is what it is. I'm going to go ahead and stay behind and do what I want to do. I'm like, girl, okay. So in the next scene, Lala and Sheena go to Lisa's house before they go to James' pool party. So Lisa tells them that, basically Tom Sandoval is in a dark place. She says that, he's basically, she had a conversation with him and it's not looking good. Like he literally was saying that he didn't want to be here. And she said that he's very depressed. And the last time she had a conversation with somebody that was speaking like that, it was her brother. And now her brother is no longer with us. So she really hopes that she's basically trying to talk some sense into them and saying that I don't want to have any regrets. So I'm having this conversation with you guys. And I hope that you ladies she's basically telling them, I want y'all to go back and talk some sense into everybody because y'all ganging up on him and what he did is not worth it for him to end up, ending his life over it. And I just feel like y'all can get past this. Like, it's not the end of the world. And Sheena was like, well, I texted him when his friend passed away and he blocked me. Girl, you had him over your house to tell him that you can't be his friend no more because Ariana said so. Are you shitting me? But he's supposed to just be welcoming you with open arms after you talked all that trash about him on your podcast. Y'all are all full of crap. So then Lala was like, yeah, I mean, even though he called me a narcissist, I guess I can see where you're coming from. I mean, nobody deserves for anybody to be treating them like that. I guess I can be a little more open-minded. And Lala goes down this road of saying that, she wants to get to a better place where she's not angry all the time and always judging people and whatnot. I'm like, girl, you are the pot calling the kettle black all the damn time. Like, who died and told you that you were perfect and you were the one that needs to point out everybody else's imperfections? Your word isn't law, baby girl. And maybe once you get to that point in your life, then you can get off your high horse. Because Lala been on a high horse for quite some time, getting in everybody's business and putting everybody in their place. But bitch, who gonna put you in your damn place? I don't get it. Who told you that you was amazing and the leader of the pack? Whatever. Mishi Love says, hi, Shay. What's up? Mishi Love? How you bees? Thank you so much for joining me. Somebody's mama, AAW 1976, says, rich folks are a damn trip. Girl, right. Mishi Love says, the whole cast is cheated. Thank you. Mishi Love. That's all I'm saying. People be attacking me. I just on the TikToks. I don't understand. On each other, with other people's spouses, child. Listen. We see each other. Okay? Thank you for saying it. Somebody's mama, 1976, says, I might go back to watching this show. And you should. You absolutely should. Tom's cheating actually revived the daggone show for me because it got boring for a while. And I was like, ain't nothing going on up over here. Okay. But Sheena starts to feel bad. And she's like, and here she go with the same old, and Tom Schwartz, he was like one of my best friends. Girl, everybody is your best friend, honey. Everybody is your best friend. I don't understand. Girl, okay. So she's like, okay, well, I'm going to try to, basically she's kind of coming around to giving him the benefit of the doubt. But then she's like, but what if Ariana, she was like, is it worth it for me to lose Ariana? Like, you over here basically being mean to somebody that you really don't want to be mean to because Ariana said so. Are you a fucking follower? Do you do whatever Ariana tell you to do? If Ariana, I'm gonna talk to you like my mama talked to me. If your friend tell you to jump off a bridge, are you gonna do it? So, girl, what? Don't you ain't got to listen to Ariana. Let me tell you. Let's make this very clear. We ain't nobody listen to Stassi when daggone Kristen was sleeping with her boyfriend. Okay, so you ain't got to listen to Ariana, honey. Y'all ain't listen to Stassi, so don't listen to Ariana. Again, Mishi Love, my friend, done back me up. All of y'all been sleeping with each other. All of y'all know what each other's coochies and peen look like. Okay, give it a rest. Like, again, nobody is saying that it's okay for Tom to do what he did because it's jacked up that he was messing with Raquel. It really, really is. But baby, you lose them how you get them, sweetie. Let's talk about that. And Ariana, quiet as it's kept and loud as I'm going to say it. Okay, and I don't want nobody saying I'm talking like somebody on other videos, child. Everybody says quiet as it's kept. So let me just clear that up. But anyway, Ariana, you was in the back seat getting carpet munched by Lala. So, and Tom was upset over that. But he wasn't allowed to have emotions over that because you were telling him that he was acting like a baby over it. I just, child. Moving on. So they gonna try to be nicer to little Tom Sandoval because now that they know what's going on with him. And Lisa was like, listen, I it ain't worth it to be treating somebody this bad. If somebody lose their life over it, are y'all really willing to stand behind all of this BS? She's like, listen, nobody's perfect, and y'all should stop attacking him, basically. So moving on, everyone arrives at James' pool party except Tom Sandoval, of course, because his ass ain't invited. And James' girlfriend Allie, Allie is so boring to me. Like, girl, why is you here? You are a doormat for James Kennedy. Girl, okay, you like it, I love it, sis. Go on. I guess she wants to be on TV that damn bad. But anyway, James and Tom jump off the house into the pool. I'm like, okay, now y'all get recorded breaking your damn neck. Okay, what if y'all had a jump just a little too short? I'm not climbing up on nobody's house and jumping into a pool. That's what I'm not about to do. And James, is that part of your $2,000, that extender ladder that you got on the side of the house to jump off the damn roof? That is not safe. And then you get somebody too thicker than a snicker up there and have a hole in your damn roof, okay? But that ain't none of my business. So moving on, Lala talks to Allie about James drinking. She being nosy, asking about how long he been sober, trying to get information from her. And I'm like, Lala, why do you give a damn about how long James been sober? Long as you sober and you ain't putting a bottle to the lips, why you worrying about what he doing? I guess she wants to have an ally in positivity. Like, she wants to be able to be around somebody that she can share experiences with, which I can get. I get that. And Allie is like, well, I'm not going to share personal things that we've talked about. But if you have questions about James' sobriety, I suggest you ask him. And she's like, well, I don't want to be intrusive. Like, you think it's okay to ask him? And Allie was like, yeah, just ask him. She probably like, bitch, don't ask me. Ask him. I don't give a fuck. Meanwhile, James outside looked like he drinking. I don't know if he think that that's not drinking a little piece of wine cooler. But baby, that was a drink. I think that was a drink because it was the same thing that everybody else was drinking. Unless he had one that was non-alcoholic mixed up in there with his $2,000 that he spent on drinks. And child, all right, 3 months sober. Moving on, the grill is on fire, so James got to go over there before he set his whole damn house on fire. He ends up successful getting the food off the grill. So then Tom and Lala are talking, and she basically apologizes to him for how she was treating him because he says, I think it was just really messed up. Everybody was sort of attacking me, the other night, and I was just trying to do my best to, like, be understanding of what's going on, but daggone Ariana acting like she's the queen of the girls. She's in charge of the girls, and y'all are just over there doing whatever she say. And who made her in charge? Like the fuck? None of y'all want to be my friend. Don't none of y'all want to talk to me because Ariana said so. Like, what gives? I mean, y'all followers now. Like, what's that? I see what you did there, Tom Schwartz. Lala didn't pick up on it, but you were basically calling those bitches lackeys. And they are. So Lala was like, you know what? That's right. You're right. I didn't mean to come off like that. You don't deserve that. It's just, my father was a people pleaser, and that ultimately ended in demise for him. And I see how hard you ride for Tom Sandoval. And I just want to make sure that you go equally as hard for the things that are important to you personally, not just going out here going ham for Tom Sandoval. I know one of your brothers isn't doing well or whatever. I just want you to focus on the things that are most important to you as well. And he's like, everybody thinks that I'm pretty much out here just living my life around daggone Tom. That's not what I'm doing. I have my own life too. Like, I make my own decisions, but I appreciate you. But yeah, let's just be a little nicer to Tom. He's having a rough time. Let's just go ahead and, be a little nicer to him. And Lala was like, I'll think about it. Like, y'all are going ham on Mr. Sandoval, child. I just don't get it. So Tom is Tom Schwartz was basically like, listen, I'm not gonna abandon my friend, but I do have my own mind, and I want y'all to understand that. So moving on, Sandoval, speaking of him, he's at this place called Into Me Sea with Billy Lee. Okay. This is a place that they do cold plunges, and it's supposed to help you manage stress. So he's in there, and Billy Lee is in there in the robe and whatnot, asking him, how does it feel? What's the, from a scale of 1 to 10, how is your, what level are you at in here? And he said, oh my God, I'm at a 9. So he like gets his body down in there, tries to get settled. He even puts his face down in there, and Billy Lee looks concerned. She's like, oh my God, this man is really going full fledged with this thing. Like, he must really be stressed. So he's reflecting and speaks on trying to find normalcy. He's just basically like, if everybody is after him, and he just wants to find a way to get back to living his life without people always attacking him. So Tom and Billy Lee get in robes, and she asks him if he's dating. And he says no, he's not really dating anybody. He's pretty much saving himself for Raquel because he really misses her. And he talks to her 27 days ago, when she was basically letting him know she was going to extend her time in the facility that she's in. And he's just really having a tough time without her, because he said it wasn't just because they were sleeping together. He really does have a connection with Raquel. And he's like, you know what? He's just basically going to wait for her. He really wants to be with her. I'm like, Billy Lee, are you over here trying to get you some dick? Because you're looking a little thirsty. And it wasn't for that cold water that he was plunging in, if you catch my drift. Okay? Child, Billy Lee over there trying to get her a little session. That's what it looked like to me, in my opinion. Okay? So Billy Lee says that she's basically tired of the world hating on Tom, and she feels bad for him. And Tom talks about being in a dark place, how he felt like basically if he wasn't around and he just got rid of himself, then maybe everybody will be happy and everybody can move on with their life. He says, but he wants to get back to happiness. And Billy Lee reassures him that he's definitely going to get there. So moving on, Sheena is talking to Ariana and Katie in the pool about what Lisa told her and Lala. And she was like, Tom is not doing well mentally. He's really, really stressed. And Lisa said that, he's really had some dark thoughts about doing some things to himself. And I think that we should really, like, basically, she was trying to ease into saying, girl, we got to ease up on this man, because ain't nobody trying to be having nobody out here hurting themselves because you mad that you got cheated on, baby. So Ariana is like, basically, I don't give a damn. I don't give a damn about him and his feelings. I feel like this is very manipulative. He is not really hurting for real. He just doing this to try to manipulate y'all. And Sheena was like, well, I mean, he was a good friend to me, so I really just want to try to get back in a better place, especially for all of us to be around each other in a group. Like there has to be some common ground. And Ariana was like, no, no, I'm not having it. I'm not allowing it. You just better be mean to this motherfucker. Okay. I'm sick of him. Okay. I don't give a damn. I am the leader of the girls and y'all better do what I say. She ain't say that, but that's what it sounded like she was looking like she was doing too much. She had a little too much dip on her chip in that pool. And your mama said don't eat before you get in that pool. You need to wait 30 minutes. She didn't wait 30 minutes because she had an attitude. Okay? Ariana, girl, don't nobody give a damn, girl. Girl, you got a boyfriend and you still living with girl, get over it. I'm sorry. I don't listen. I have no sympathy for baby. I have no sympathy for baby girl. I really don't. I really, really don't. Like all of y'all are trifling. Period. It's not worth it enough for you to be this stank towards this man. If somebody talking about ending their life and you're not paying attention to that, if I don't have no doubt that if he did do something to himself, she wouldn't care. Matter of fact, girl, if he did do something to himself, it's not like you could afford that damn house. Then your ass will really have to fucking move out. Because I know your boyfriend can't afford that house either. Get out. Just get out the house, Ariana, and take the picture of him and you with you. Because since you got it outside your damn bedroom. Child, moving on. James and Lala are at Lala's house. And he sees a baby bottle because Lala is cleaning up, obviously, in her daughter's room. And James is like, is that yours or your kid's bottle? Because, you like to, take a little swig out of a baby bottle your damn self. And they show a clip of her drinking out of a baby bottle because she said that it helps soothe her. I'm like, girl, that would be something I would really take to my grave behind the scenes. Like, I would never let nobody see me doing that. That's just like parents that have kids. I have a friend that his daughter was sucking a pacifier. I think she probably still does it. And she's like 10. It's soothing to her, so she was sucking a pacifier. I think they had to get her braces or whatever, so she's not doing it anymore. But yeah, I that's embarrassing. I wouldn't want to do that. But he would never show it. And one time he was on Instagram and cut too fast, and she got in the camera with it in her mouth, and then she hurried up and took it out. And I'm like, you still put that video up? But anyway, I hope none of her little friends see that. But anyway, Lala sucking on bottles, child. And I'm like, girl, grow up. Grow up. So moving on. James and Lala talk about his sobriety and, really wasn't nothing going on in the scene. He talks about how she said, what was your rock bottom? Like, I know that mine was like, I was spiraling out of control over all this stuff with Randall and blah, blah, blah. James says his rock bottom was when Allie left and took the cats. And, he felt like she said that she ain't going to be with him unless he get his shit together. So he decided to get his stuff together. But then he realized he needed to do it for himself, not just for somebody else. Because the last time he did it in 2019, he did it because Raquel told him to do it or she was going to leave him. So, child, I don't know. James and Lala is sober and, good for them. Y'all want a cookie? Let me not say that. I want them to be sober. I think that's a good thing. I hope y'all stay on the right track. Because like they said, both of them was a hot ass mess, calling people thick and thicker than a snicker, calling them fat and all talking about they summer bodies and shit. And I remember when they was on Watch What Happens Live and they were a total disaster. Okay. So kudos to them for staying sober and whatever they can do to parent share stories and help each other. Do it, okay? But I don't understand why Lala's so busy, like wondering what's going on in James' life and all in his business. Maybe she want to fuck James on the low, sober. I don't know. Moving on. Tom Schwartz is getting his hair cut, and Tom Sandoval comes over. So Tom says he talked to Lisa about going to Tahoe, and he invited Tom Sandoval and told him Ariana and Katie aren't going. So it should be a good trip, and he feels like everybody else is warming up and open to having positive conversations with him. So Tom Sandoval is like, I know they fucking lying because these are same motherfuckers that Yeah, Sheena and daggone Lala, the narcissist, yeah, having little podcasts talking shit about me. I bet you they love those numbers on their podcast talking trash about me. Please and no thank you. I am not trying to be over here eating no humble pie with these bitches. So Tom Schwartz was like, man, you got to humble yourself. You got to take some accountability and some responsibility for the things that you did. Like, listen, try again. He said, I already tried with Tom Sandoval was like, I already tried with Sheena. That didn't work. I tried with with Lala. That didn't work. And blah, blah, blah. So Schwartz is like, listen, try again. And don't fuck up my damn trip. That's what I'm saying. He ain't say that. But I'm pretty sure that's what he wanted to say. So moving on. Tom agrees. Both Toms are going on the trip. Tom gonna try again with the peoples. Okay. So there we have it. Sheena is back at her apartment with Brock, and her friend Tori comes over to watch Summer Moon. Now, this girl got a backup babysitter for the babysitter. She got Courtney, her sister, coming over too, because she don't trust nobody but her mama and Brock with her kid. She's having anxiety. Listen, let me tell you something, Sheena. All that'll go away. Just have another kid. Cause you have another kid, you're gonna be like, well, I got to get away from these damn children. Okay? Because having two kids is like that. Listen, I got one kid. That's the reason for birth control. Let me not say that. I love my son. And if I had another kid, I would love both of them. But I'm pretty sure I wouldn't want to have no more after that. Kids is a lot of damn work. If you got, I mean, like, listen, as a mama that loves the hell out of her kid, okay? I love my son with everything in me. I need a break. I need to break, okay? And of course, you want to be mindful of who you leaving your kid with, because I'm not leaving my child with anybody, just anybody. He's only been around his grandparents, my sister-in-law, and my brother-in-law. That's it. And my cousin, my cousins, I trust them with my life, so I trust them with my kid and his daddy, of course. But yeah, outside of us, we don't have too many babysitters that we're gonna leave my kid with. But we have more than just my mother and my husband's mother. So Sheena is like being real extra, but I get it. Maybe she knows more about these people that are around her than any of us do. So there has to be a reason why she's having all this anxiety about leaving her kids. Hell, I wouldn't leave a woman with none of her damn friends either. All of them humping on each other. They probably will be too busy having sex versus watching her damn kid. So, girl, yeah, I get it. So Brock is like confused. He's like, why the fuck do you have two babysitters to watch one kid? Summer Moon is like, bye, mommy. See you tomorrow. She ain't tripping off Sheena ass leaving. So Sheena leaves out. Her and Brock go to dinner with James and Allie. So they're talking about Tom Sandoval. Sheena brings it up to the group, saying that, Lisa had a conversation with her. She reiterates what Lisa said to her. And Allie is like, I know if I go to Tahoe, I'm going to feel kind of bad because I don't want to be too open arms with him and James get upset because Tom Sandoval hurt James, overall, and they've had problems in their relationship because James can't seem to get over the fact that Tom was messing with Raquel. Now I get it because Raquel ended up leaving James. James, Sandoval helped him. If anybody should be pissed, I understand James, because Sandoval sat up there and helped him plan a whole engagement to this girl. And you supposed to be like his bestie and was gonna be his best man in his wedding, and you fucking his girl. That's crazy. But if I'm Allie, I would be a lot annoyed with all of this with James, because it's like, okay, that's your ex-girlfriend, but you're with me and you keep talking about her to me, and you talking about all this stuff. Like, that's a lot to be on Allie. So Allie is like caught in between a rock and a hard place, because she's like, I don't want James to be hurt, but I want him to move the fuck on because we together now. And I kind of like Tom Sandoval, and I don't think everybody should be being mean to him. So Brock is like, listen, we ain't taking sides. I'm like, Brock, did you ask your girl that? Because your girl don't even want to talk to damn Sandoval, and she over here crying and carrying on because she don't want to be left out by Ariana. But Brock is like, I don't give a fuck about none of this emotional shit that y'all doing. I fucks with Sandoval. He made a mistake. Everybody makes mistakes. It is what it is. Let's go on the trip and have a good time. And if you motherfuckers don't want to be around them, get another hotel. Like, it is what it is. And I'm with Brock. Why are we doing the most? Just why? It's too much. For somebody to get cheated on and y'all doing all of this foolishness, y'all didn't get rid of Jax because he cheated on people. He cheated on Stassi. He cheated on Brittany. Who else was he? He cheated on the girl that was she's an actress, but she was working at the restaurant too. Who else was he dating? Everybody that he was dating on this damn show, he cheated on them. But y'all still friends with him. Sandoval had Miami girl. Sandoval cheated on Kristen with Ariana. Schwartz cheated on Katie and kissed some girl. Again, all of y'all are doing too much. This is too much. I can't. I just can't. I can't. So moving on. They all gonna go to Lake Tahoe and try to be nice. And James said that that Lisa called him and said she wants to talk to him. So maybe she just wanted to meet up with him so she can talk to him about Tom as well. So he's trying to warm himself up to the idea of being around Tom in Tahoe, because he's trying to see the positive light where it comes to him and not give him so much extra. So moving on, let's get into some of y'all comments before we round it out to the end. The whole cast is cheating on each other with other people's spouses. I might go back to, I think we talked about this. Yes, Ariana was kissing Tom when he was with Kristen. And people told me a new one when I brought it up. Child, because people crazy. They are crazy as hell. It's like a double-edged daggone sword. Somebody's mama 1976 says everyone is sleeping with everybody. Child, indeed. Hell, poor Sandoval is the Martell with money. Right. Because at least he got some damn money. Martell broke with soggy loafers on and out here called wreaking havoc on the world, minus the children. Right. He got some kids on ice with Ariana, child. I don't know that she don't want to have. She ain't fooling me. Gabby Janice says, I have 2 baby crumb snatchers 13 months apart, and they are like night and day. Send prayers for me. Listen, child, my sister-in-law, my brother-in-law, my sister-in-law, they have 3 kids. The oldest is 8. Then the next one is 4. And then the youngest just turned 1. So yeah, I totally understand. It's a lot. It's a lot having, kids. Actually, no. Is he 4? No, he's 3. He's 3. The middle child is 3, and then the baby is 1. So yeah, kids is not for the weak, okay? Kids ain't having kids is ghetto. It's not. But yeah, sending many prayers up for you. Absolutely. It ain't for the weak. It ain't for the weak. Somebody's mama 1976 says, who didn't Jack sleep with? Child. Listen, I can't even, I don't know. He done slept with everybody. And they're not even married. Right. Like, y'all are boyfriend and girlfriend. Y'all didn't really have nothing together but this house. Going on. Okay. Going on. And somebody's mama says, all 1976 James, but the jury is still out on that one. What? James was jury is on, and they're not even. I don't know what you're talking about, but it's definitely interesting. Okay, but y'all, that's it. We get to the end. James goes to see Lisa, and Lisa rescued Graham. I thought that was such a refreshing end. James gets super, sad, but he's happy that, Lisa did this for him. He thought he was about to come in there and have a whole enlightening conversation over Tom, but she got his dog back for him. Apparently, when Raquel went into the facility, she didn't have anybody to watch him, so she just put him in some kennel somewhere, and to be forgotten. And it wasn't a kennel. No, it wasn't no damn kennel. In a shelter. She put him in a shelter. And Lisa says that he was bitten 2 times. Basically, he's gone through a little bit of trauma. And so she wanted to, as soon as she saw him, she knew she had to get him for James. So James is emotional. He's so happy that Lisa was able to get him back for him. So he's like, I'm gonna have a conversation with Allie, but I'm gonna take him all home and we're gonna figure it out. So he takes Graham home and he's excited. So y'all, that was it for that episode. But yes, I'm excited to see them all go to Tahoe. And I just want to see how the dynamics will be, because I saw that Brock was actually talking to Sandoval. Sandoval was actually astonished that everybody was being somewhat nice to him. So I want to see how consistent that is throughout the trip. Mishi Love says, I was at somebody's mama. She said, who didn't Jack sleep with? And I said, James. Oh, okay. Now that is funny. All right, y'all. Thank y'all for watching. Please, please, please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share this video with anybody else that's watching this show too. And if you are a content creator or a business owner of the like, make sure that you hit up my good sister-in-law. Her name is Sherelle, and she owns Royal Expressions, okay? Royal Expressions is a great partner to help you with your content needs, website building, and all the other things for business owners. All right. So y'all go ahead and visit her website and show her some love and some support. Thank y'all for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace out.